Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from Cabra Brewing. These guys are in Pennsylvania. This is their Citra Shatter. Uh, Pretty sure this is a 100% Citra hop. It's a single hop beer, not a big beer. It's a new, according to the can, it's a New England IPA coming in at 6% ABV. And I've told you guys before, I usually don't buy the 6%ers. I like it to at least be in the 7% range before I spend my money on it. But this comes from my brother Rico, and he writes on this one, 6% New England IPA hop with 100% Citra. This is the third installment in their Shatter series. Fairly new brewery, opened up in 2016. Brewery is in Berwyn, Pennsylvania, near the Philly region. 4 packs were a bit steep considering this is only 6%er. $20 at the store, and it was canned on 8/20 of 18. So another reason there, just like you mentioned, fairly steep for a 6% beer being $20 at the store. That's $5 a can. So a little steep for buying in the store. But if you look at going to a bar or a brew pub, you're usually going to spend $5 a pop anyway, whether you're drinking something nice like this or you're drinking Budweiser usually, unless they got some kind of special, because they like to gouge you on those cheap beers a lot of times. Sometimes you can find a bar that you can get one for $2, maybe $3 for the macro lagers, but a lot of times you're going to pay $4 or $5 for a Bud. You might as well drink something tasty like this. That's the way I feel about it. So, Rico, my friend, thanks again, my brother. I do appreciate it. First beer of the day for me. We're going to start off with a 6%er, and maybe we'll move on to something a little more potent for the next review. So, and guys, as I've told you, Beer Advocate has quit putting on their site the food pairing and the glassware pairing and all that, but yeah, it really doesn't matter by now. Hopefully, with all the reviews I've done, way up over 3,000, you kind of get the idea, and you don't have to listen to anybody. You don't even have to listen to me if you don't want to. Whatever food you'd like to eat and pair with your beverage, that's what you should do. And as far as glassware, same deal, guys. Don't let anybody else tell you what glassware you should or have to use. There are recommendations for certain styles, but whatever blows your hair back, makes you happy, that's the glass you should use, guys. Just remember, as far as cellaring beers, IPAs, double IPAs, anything hoppy, don't cellar. Drink them fresh, guys. And low ABV beers, especially your session beers, 5%ers or less, you ought to drink them fairly fresh too to get all the taste out of them, because those low ABV beers usually, not always, usually don't keep, and some of the stuff fades in it over time. So, with that being said, let's get on with this one. Let's run over to Untappd and see if we got any additional information. And I do not see anything other than what Rico has said. That's what they have on their commercial description: no IBUs and 6%. So it is time. Let's pop the top on this thing and get it into the glass. This is a big 16-ounce can, though. So we're probably not going to get it all in there on the initial pour. So I'll be quick about it, since I'm not telling you the food pairings and glassware and all that. I am using my favorite tube glass like I use for 90% of the beers, guys, because it is my favorite glass. The shape of the glass enhances the aroma. Very thick walled glass, I don't have to worry about it breaking. I try not to drop it or take extremely good care of it. It never goes in the dishwasher. It's always hand washed. So Good looking beer. Looks like orange juice in the glass here, guys. Nice finger of head on that. Definitely looks like a New England style IPA, guys. So, to the nose we go. Very nice. Big pineapple aroma. Grapefruit. Nice and citrusy. If I could get something like this, I would probably buy a 6%er, guys. I do like a little bit bigger ABV beers if I'm going to spend my hard-earned money on it, but don't get a lot of these juice bombs in here, especially the ones that look like this. That definitely looks like orange juice in the glass, guys. Very nice looking beer. I say we got some tropical fruit notes going on in there too, nice and citrusy. Very nice. Great aroma on this beer. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Now on the taste, big grapefruit notes. Definitely got some pine and pineapple in there. Nice and citrusy. Very, very pleasant. A lot of taste and aroma on there. And that's the reason I like the 7%ers and above, because they seem to pack a little more flavor and taste as opposed to the 5%ers. I find those a little thin and watery. This is probably an exception to the rule. This doesn't taste thin, it doesn't taste watery. Very balanced, a very pleasant beer, guys. I would just come right out and say I would buy this beer if I could get it here. So let's do the back end pour. I don't see how it could possibly change the appearance of the beer any, and it did not. And we're going to take this out on the deck. It's a little cooler out. Today is Sunday. What is today? It's about the 9th. Yeah, somewhere around the 9th. Second Sunday in the month of September. So and it's been a little cloudy here today. It's in the 60s out there, nice and cool. Fat boys weather is what I call it. So we're going to step out on the deck, sip on this for a little bit, and might fire up a little cigar to go with it. So let me sip on this, and I'll be right back, and we'll find out where it ends. Pretty tasty. I'm impressed with it right now, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Look at the lacing on this glass. Very nice. Good quality made beer, even though it's only a 6%er. A lot of taste and aroma. Very impressive. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. It's got enough taste and flavor for me, even though it's a 6%er, that I would spend my money on this. So Rico, this is a good one, my friend. I would buy this beer, and since these guys are up in Pennsylvania, I think that's what I told you. Yep. Probably very accessible to people around that area. So hopefully, even though they're a fairly new brewery, only a couple years old, that they're going to gain in popularity, and their distribution is hopefully going to increase. I hope so anyway. So very tasty. Very well pleased with this beer. Very tasty. A lot of flavor in this beer for a 6%er. Big time grapefruit. Grapefruit taste is off the chain, guys. Very citrusy, pineapple, tropical fruit notes. Delicious, guys. Probably going to go against the grain on this one. Final chug. I find it outstanding, guys. I can't think of a single thing to say negative about it. ABV is on the can, dates on the bottom. That's about all we need to make an assessment on whether we want to buy the beer or not. It is a little on the pricey side, like Rico stated, being $20 for 4 of these, but figure it out. I mean, it's $5 a can, and it's a 16-ounce can on top of that. So excellent beer, guys. You need to pick this up if you can get your hands on it. I'm going to give it a 10, guys. It's very impressive for a 6%er. Very, very tasty. 100. That's where it's going, guys. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.04. That's their A- scale. They say it's an exceptional beer. I would agree with that, but I think it deserves a better grade than that. So that's why I'm saying I'm going off the chain and go against the grade on what these guys are saying. Untapped has it at 4.18. A- to A numbers from those guys. There are a lot of other beers that have bigger numbers. So that's why I'm saying I think it's a lot better than what Untapped and Beer Advocate is getting. Of course, it's one of my favorite styles, so I may be a little bit biased that way. The New England style IPAs and double IPAs are my favorite style, guys. They are. Other than the barrel aged imperial stouts, those are the two of my favorite styles of beers. So 100 for me, guys. So if you've had this one from Cabra Brewing, their Citra Shatter, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.